Hey, you know what time of the week it is? That's right, it is that time of the week where we put together all of these wonderful poi tricks that we've been learning over the course of the past few weeks, and we figure out how to turn them into a combo. Let's dive in. Drex here from DrexFactory.com, bringing you flow arts and poi spinning to benefit your body and brain. And today, we are going to put together our little poi Voltron into a brand new piece of poi choreography. Before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Flow Toys, Pyroterra Light Toys, LMF Props, Spinballs, and Ultrapoi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all of these awesome companies and the work that they're doing to support flow artists like yourself by checking out the links that I've got down in the description of this video. So, it was really hard, but I managed to put together a combo that incorporates at least one trick from all 6 weeks of the tutorials that I've been teaching thus far. Yes! I know that that may not seem like the biggest accomplishment to a lot of you out there, but you know, for me it kind of makes me feel like, okay, I'm still doing the work of tying it all together for everybody, and there's at least an incentive for people to go back and learn something from all 6 weeks, right? So in order to get down this week's combo, you're gonna have to have the following tricks under your belt. You're gonna need waist straps, and you're going to need stalls. You're also going to need to know how to do flowers, specifically in spin flowers and together opposites. You're also going to need to know how to do the corkscrews from this past week, plus which you are also going to have to know how to do your tuck turns as well as your chaîné turns from that 1 week that we were focusing on poi dance. Oh, is that a lot? I will include links to all those tutorials down in the description if you need to catch up on any of them. All right, so I'm gonna say that you probably wanna start this off just slightly to stage right because you are gonna be traveling a little bit with it. And the first thing that you're gonna be doing, of course, is our waist strap from a couple weeks ago. It's gonna start off with a reverse weave. You're gonna turn to your left, and then all the way around to your forwards weave at your right, around to the left, and back around to the right. So all told, that is 2 waist straps. That is, you're facing left twice, you're facing right twice. Technically speaking, I don't care how many weaves you get in on each side. I'm coming at it thinking that I only want to get in a single weave on each side, but your mileage may vary, and that's totally fine. But either which way, something very special happens when we get back over to the right-hand side for the second time, and that is we're going to do a transition that we have never tried before. As I'm doing this forwards weave right here, you see this moment where my right-hand poi is kind of about to go underneath my left hand right here, right here. Well, we are going to turn that into a stall because the poi is automatically going in the right location and everything, and it's one of those helpful moments when we can play around with that idea of doing a stall with one poi and not with the other poi. This is actually not that much different from when we were playing around with our reels or our together same extensions here, where you just stall the right hand and not the left hand. The difference, of course, is that we're working with that twisting and untwisting motion. So when that right hand is about to go under, you kind of say, nah, I'm just gonna stop it, right? You can totally exaggerate that if you want to in order to make the transition work for you. But either which way, our next move here is that you're gonna go ahead and pick up that right hand poi and have both poi go around into our together opposites flowers, yeah? You can start that off with either doing the arms crossed beat, which, hey, we just played around with that moment yesterday, or you can kind of take it as an extension and do the pedals on the outside before you do the inside. Don't really care which one. Again, you're gonna do 2 of these. 2 to the outside, and after the second time to the outside, you're gonna stall both of the poi down in your center line, yeah? Cool, so from here, we're gonna jump into our corkscrews, and I apologize that I did not have a better transition in mind for you than that. You're gonna have right go up, left go up, right go up, left go up, and you're gonna have both of your poi come to a stop over to your left-hand side here. So you're gonna kind of take this motion that comes out of the corkscrew and let it carry your hands over to the left-hand side of your body here, yeah? It's not really a stall so much as it is just like letting the poi settle. From here, we're gonna go into a couple tuck turns, thinking over the shoulders, under the shoulders, over the shoulders, under the shoulders. The third time we go into over the shoulders, that is our cue to change up the game plan just a little bit. Because it's chaîné time, that's right. As those poi are coming out from behind your shoulders, you're gonna have your whole body go around, forward with the right, back with the left, and you're gonna come to a rest, stalling the poi out in front of you. Once again, that is, I'm doing the tuck turn above my shoulders, under, above, under, above, and then I take the chaîné around to stall the poi, and my entire body just stops there with them. I kind of like finding shapes as I do my poi dance, so I'm thinking of this as being that my left foot is kind of sticking out behind me, pointed, and most of my weight is on my right foot, with my arms kind of reached out in front of me here, kind of like hanging at right angles and everything. And if you want to, because this is definitely a trademark of my style, you can give the little head check, or as somebody last week called it, my blue steel look, in which case you will definitely get brownie points, yeah? So let's take that whole thing from the top. All right, so we did weave to the left and weave to the right. We weave to the left, we weave to the right. As we come around, we stall and go into flowers once, flowers twice, and we stall in the center. We do corkscrew once, we do corkscrew twice, let the poi come to a stop to the left. We do tuck turns around over once, over twice, and on the third time, we take our chaînés around and stop the poi and give me the blue steel, right? All right, let's check that out in slow-mo. All right, did you enjoy this combo? Do you want to share it with some friends? You know you do. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that these videos get out there to the wider world and we have more floamies to play around with at the end of this. I definitely look at these choreography videos especially as like a great way to kind of apply all the things that I've been teaching you all, and hopefully helping you realize that they don't live in different containers, but they can mix and match together into new concoctions. I want to see your version of this combo. I really do. Please, please, please post video of yourself doing this combo to Instagram or Facebook and tag me in it. I am DrexFactor on Instagram and I'm DrexFactorPoi on Facebook. And I would really, really love to see you all applying this knowledge that I'm putting out there into the wider world. It really, really, really does make my day when I see these videos. And hey, if this is bringing a little sunshine into your day, which I could really use right now because it is still overcast and it's driving me nuts, then you can always show your appreciation by signing up to support this work over on Patreon, like all these nice folks did. Patreon is basically the one and only thing that is allowing me to do this thing where I'm posting a tutorial every single weekday for now 6 weeks running. I have been at this for a month and a half. That's nuts. Anyway, it is really magical to be in this position where we are experiencing this crisis, and among the many things that I have to worry about, like being able to pay rent and groceries is not one of them, and Patreon is the reason that that is. So if you have the means and this work is important to you, and I totally understand if it's a no on either or both cases, then please consider signing up to support me over at patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi. You get early access to all of my content, as well as a say in polls, votes that I will put out there in order to kind of see what topics you all would like me to pursue in the future, yeah? So go check that out, please and thank you. Amazing. So we are at the end of another week, and Next week, we are going to ramp up for 5 weeks of some interesting and pretty intense poi drills that are going to take us through everything from anti-spin flowers to body tracers and some of the coolest stall drills you will ever see. My intention over the course of these next few weeks is to give you all the tools that you need to be able to move beyond poi beginners and to start to dip your toes into being intermediate poi spinners. So let's see if we can get there together, yeah? Peace.